Hello and aloha to everybody! Welcome back to our channel. Today we will tell you everything about the Nintendo Gamecube. It's one of my favorite consoles to play on, to the great games it supported, and to the wonderful controller that it came with. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon if you enjoy the content I make. Alright, let's start. The GameCube is a home video game console released by Nintendo in Japan on September 14, 2001, in North America on November 18, 2001, and in the PAL region in 2002. It is a successor to Nintendo 64, released in 1996, and the predecessor of the Wii, released in 2006. As Nintendo enters its sixth generation of video game consoles, GameCube competes with Sony PlayStation 2 and Microsoft's Xbox. Its first development began in 1997 with the formation of ArtX, a computer graphics company that ATI later acquired to build console GPUs. Nintendo publicly announced the Project Dolphin Code console at a May 1999 press conference. Since its release in 2001, GameCube has become the first Nintendo console to use optical disc, specifically a mini DVD-based format, as a primary storage medium instead of a ROM cartridge. Unlike its competitors, the system only focuses on gaming and does not support DVDs, CDs, or other optical media. The console supports limited online gaming for a limited number of games via a GameCube broadband or modem adapter. It can connect to a Game Boy Advance with a link cable for exclusive in-game features using a second screen and handheld as a controller. GameCube supports e-reader cards to unlock special features in certain games. Due to the readable optical disc format, saved game data can only be stored exclusively on memory cards. Game Boy Player runs add-on Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance cartridge games. GameCube's reception was mixed. It was praised for its controllers, extensive software library, and high-quality games, but criticized for its exterior design and lack of multimedia features. Nintendo sold 21.74 million GameCube units worldwide, far less than expected, and closed in 2007. Its successor, the Wii, launched in November 2006, featured full back-end capability with first-generation GameCube games, storage, and controllers. Here's all the basic info about the Nintendo GameCube. Now, there are some interesting facts that you must know about this fabulous GameCube. The Nintendo GameCube is the 10th best-selling system in Nintendo's history. Published in North America on November 18, 2021, the Nintendo GameCube will sell 21.74 million units worldwide, which is not registered as one of the company's most successful endeavors. By the end of 2021, Nintendo's best-selling all-time products are the Nintendo DS family of consoles. 154.02 million sales worldwide, Game Boy and Game Boy Color. 118.69 million sales combined, and Nintendo Switch, 92.87 million sales worldwide. The only home console sold by GameCube was the Wii U, which sold only 13.56 million units. The Nintendo GameCube is the only Nintendo console that has a Luigi star with a launch title, not Mario. When the Nintendo GameCube was launched in North America, it did so with 12 launch titles. However, this is not the first time a Nintendo home console has been launched with a title starring their main protagonist, Mario, but rather a game starring his brother Luigi. Luigi's Mansion was one of the GameCube's premier launch titles, and the game ended up as the 5th best-selling game in console life cycles, selling 3.33 million copies. The only titles on Luigi's Mansion sales are Super Smash Bros. Melee, 7.41 million, Mario Kart Double Dash, 6.96 million, Super Mario Sunshine, 6.28 million, and The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, 4.43 million. For a short time, the Nintendo GameCube was a DVD-supported variant. At the time of its release, Nintendo GameCube's main competitors were Sony PlayStation 2 and Microsoft Xbox. Both had the ability to play DVD disc, but GameCube did not, which sent criticism from consumers in the way of Nintendo. However, the Panasonic Q was launched exclusively in Japan in 2001, but saw poor sales and closed just 2 years later. Nintendo GameCube actually has a hidden NES emulator. Is Nintendo allowing them to be simulated on a console? True, this could be bypassed, but not unless you're a techie who knows what he's doing. Players can actually buy a classic Nintendo Entertainment System in the game to play some old games. However, players have learned that if an NES ROM is added to the GameCube's memory card, it can be run with the NES console found in Animal Crossing. The best-selling game on Nintendo GameCube was Super Smash Bros. Melee. Super Smash Bros. Melee has sold 7.41 million copies on the Nintendo GameCube, making it the best-selling console of all time. It was a sequel to the hugely successful Super Smash Bros. Released in 1999 for the Nintendo 64. Even today, Super Smash Bros. Maintains a competitive scene in melee fighting. Well, now it's time to look at some of the best games on the Nintendo GameCube. Let's start.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Paper Mario, the door to 1,000 years. The lineage of Mario RPGs is still not strangely underestimated. In fact, Alpha Dream, the developer of portable Mario and Luigi games, closed the business in 2019. Meanwhile, turn-based 2D Paper Mario games have been on the break with developers since 2016. Intelligent Systems instead focus on Fire Emblem. Thousand Year Door was the best entry in the series, a fantastic and fun twist on the generic RPG that lets you perform time-based steps to improve your attacks, which will sensitively shut down South Park games later. Even if the Millennial Door switch isn't turned on, Paper Mario Origami King is a tough option. Resident Evil 4. It's already on the Nintendo Switch, and it's still a treat to play. Also, good news, gamers! Resident Evil 4 Remake is coming out for the PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC via Steam. It won't be released on PS4 and Xbox One, also according to leaks. The original was a treat to play on the GameCube. I remember sticking to the game and beating it, compared to other games I picked up on where I'd played a little bit and then try another game out. The entire lineage of modern third-person shooters goes back to Resident Evil 4. That over-the-shoulder goal was taken directly from the game and found its way to Gears of War, GTA 4, and everything that would follow. While not a groundbreaking contribution to the genre, Race Games is a masterpiece in set-piece design if you have ever tried to shoot at a lake near the beginning of the game, though it does have some scary moments. You play the role of Agent Leon S. Kennedy, who was sent to the mountain in Spain to rescue the president's daughter from a group of fanatics. This guy.
Leon! Small world, eh? Well, I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
How rude! And I don't believe it.
Including a tiny monster dressed as
Isn't that
Napoleon.
a popular word these days? Not to worry. We've prepared a special ritual for you.
Interestingly, this game surprises you at every turn. First, you survive a zombie attack when you are barricading a house with no place to run. You are then fighting an enemy that only responds to sound, making gunshots potentially deadly to you. And then the game launches a new type of enemy called Leon Regenerator, and they can be killed using a thermal imaging scope to locate and snipe their limbs. New locations throw extra threats, well-organized boss fights, and the only button-mashing quick-time events in history that are not a waste of total time. Now you can play it on almost every console.
Hey, what are you looking at? Oh, you pervert!
The Legend of Zelda, the Twilight Princess. Although the series has taken on more depth, Twilight Princess Zelda has brought an incredible cinematic quality to the main line of the game. It is a hieroglyphic shade with dark twilight creatures protruding from the portals of the sky, and a companion that will take you around the map when you become a wolf, giving a neat visceral twist to the natural nature of the link. We've got some great new items such as spinners, or double clutches that allow you to shoot at glittering speeds from wall to wall. And even if the wolf running Link's ordinary sword and bow base weren't as attractive, war certainly shakes things up. Eternal Darkness. Eternal Darkness suffers from the fact that most people now know its best secrets. This survival horror game has a sanity effect designed to screw the player in, like letting them think their TV is off by itself, or you get hit by a hardware error in the middle of the game. It turned history-wide Eternal Darkness into a cult hit. Even though it was never a huge system vendor, surprisingly, the game's meta elements caught the attention of Metal Gear maker Hideo Kojima, who got developer Silicon Knights to co-create the Metal Gear Solid 1 remake for GameCube.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me? Loud and clear.
You can even see some effects of Eternal Darkness in the legendary PS4 horror game, PT. I want to give a special shout out to Glepner, Vaughn, Angel Colin, Henry Delgado, The Flying Kick, Cloud Knight, and my friend from the UK, the Retro Man, Randy Savage. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you have any questions, please comment below. We are currently working on the Quarry PS5 game documentary. This game is on multiple consoles as well. I'm also going to be working on Super Star Wars for the Super Nintendo. Thanks for watching.